Hey, what's up everybody? It's Mary. Welcome back to another video. I would say that it's Workout Wednesday, but this one is going to be a different series. It's going to be posted every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I don't know yet. Really quick, if you guys are just interested in the workout, skip to this time up here. They'll take you straight to the workout. There isn't a lot in the introduction anyway, so I appreciate you staying. This is my Transformation Tuesday. This is just a simple log. It's basically just a summer diary of my 4-week to shreds program. It's more of a visual cue. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I need to cut down to see what muscles I need to develop more. So I need to know what fat is going to come off and what muscles are not going to be as poppin' when it comes to cutting down for a stage competition. And I think that's very vital right now because I want to be able to develop the right proportions, and I think that's very important. This one's going to be uploaded a little more frequently. I'm going to film this more often and take you through the home and almost no equipment to minimal equipment workouts that I'm going to be doing. There will be heavy resistance training that I do regularly. That's a different story, but what you may see are the ones that are just at home or with minimal equipment or whatever I'm able to film. I will be showing you everything that I'm going to be eating. These are my macros right here that I'm going to be sticking to for the next 4 weeks. If you guys like this idea of 4 weeks to shred Bikini Body edition, please leave me a thumbs up so I know the kind of videos that I need to be doing. Never forget to subscribe so we can see each other next time. This is the play button. And don't forget to click that notification bell right next to the subscribe button at the bottom to make sure that I pop up in your feed, because this relationship that you and I have going on is cool. Number one, I have half cup Kodiak cakes, 3 slices of thick cut bacon, and I boil those, by the way, so I cook them in the oven, and 1 egg with a half cup egg whites, no, a 1/3 cup egg whites, just over hard. RX bars as meal number 2. I have the chocolate sea salt. I'm eating this pre-workout. Meal number 3, I have 1 scoop of protein powder. I don't know if it matters. I use a Beast and I use the chocolate flavor. I love it. It's my favorite protein powder ever. This is a vegan banh mi from Mendocino Farms, and I'm eating this for dinner. I'm actually only eating half. I am pretty full from what I ate today, surprisingly, because I normally eat more than that. Hey guys, so this is kind of a full upper body ab focused workout. I'm starting out with something that's just going to get my heart rate up. Mountain climbers are great. By the way, this is a circuit that you can do 2 to 3 times. I personally did this 3 times and it was plenty for me. It took about 20 to 30 minutes, I think, a little under 30. So mountain climbers, I'm doing 100 here. If you're going for 100, make sure that you are getting your rest in between if this isn't the intensity that you are in. But if you want to go for it, I think it's a very good idea to go for 100 mountain climbers, because this is a great plyometric movement. And then we're going to go straight into leg raises with a butt lift. I'm sure people just call this leg raises, but I want to accentuate the butt lift because that targets a little more of your lower abs, especially when you lift that up and try to keep it up there for a second. And we're going to go for a 20 on this one. Next up, these are Russian twists, and what I'm doing here, I'm holding my hand out. Normally you would have some sort of weight. You lift your legs, stay within your center, which is where your lower core is. Keep your core nice and tight. You want to stay in that same angle the whole entire time. Basically, you don't want to be rocking up and down, and simply what you're going to do is you're just going to twist as far as you can on the right and on the left, keeping your core nice and tight. So every time you twist, that's going to count as 1 rep. You're going to do 50. Next up, we are doing V-ups. These ones, you start from the floor all the way out, and then you crunch, keep your core nice and tight, all the way up, trying to touch your toes. So just relax your legs. Notice how there's a slight bend on my knee. Just to try to relax that as much as possible. You're getting most of your lower core as well on this one, but believe me when I say that your upper core gets a huge activation as well, especially when you lower down nice and slow. Go for 20. Windmills without weight. So it's a little hard to explain because there's a lot of points here. It's a big functional movement with a kettlebell. What we're doing here is we're targeting our obliques. So make sure your hips are popped up on the other side. Always look at your weight. For now, I don't have my weight, so I'm just looking at my hand. You want to make sure that you stay on that nice T and follow the line of your leg as you go down. You're going to do 20 on each side, so make sure you keep your core nice and tight because you do not want to be feeling that on your spine. And because we haven't gotten enough of our lower core, we are going into a pike. This is a pike to a plank. What this targets is, like I said, your lower core, but your upper body or your upper core also will get a lot of it. By the time you get to this exercise, everything's kind of burning, so it's hard to stay on that plank, or it's even hard to just lift your butt up. The goal is just to kind of bring your butt up as high as you can, keeping your core nice and tight. And you want to come back down on that perfect plank to be able to feel, oh my god, I look funny, to be able to feel your, it looks like I'm thrusting air, like to be able to feel your core. Oh, by the way, you are doing 20 of those as well. Last but not least, these are squat thrusts without this standing part, and simply this is just the first part of your burpee. These can get pretty taxing. By the way, you need a little bit of a flexibility on your flexors on this, so if you don't have that, make sure you stretch out a little more or just jump in as far in as you can, as close to your hands as possible. So obviously your starting position is a plank, and then what you want to do, keep your core nice and tight and then just jump in. I think the jumping out part is a little harder. Jumping in is a little easier. Getting your heart rate up exercise, so we're throwing that in as our last one. You got to be the main attraction, just showing off.